Hi everyone, my name is Mayur Santani.
I'm Viraj Chaudhary, and we were interested in finding out the impact of technology on the Austin area. So the good, the bad, everything in between. So we hope you find this video informative.
Forbes has ranked Austin as the fastest growing city in the country, with an expected growth rate of about 6% each year, almost 3 times the national average. The proliferation of technology companies has led to the region's nickname, the Silicon Hills. As a result, technology has had a pervasive presence on the city of Austin by improving the regional economy through job creation and additional business revenue, and by increasing the overall digital divide within the city.
Technology has catalyzed the business and economic development of Austin. So factors like having no state income tax, low cost of living, having abundance of young talent has driven a lot of these top employers like Microsoft, Google, Apple into the Austin community. Having more businesses flourish yields greater revenue for the government. So first is the increased business taxes due to the influx of business into the city, and furthermore, the increased disposable income of households and greater spending habits means that personal income taxes are also high, thereby contributing to government revenue. Lastly, greater employment in itself also improves the economy due to less foreclosures, loan defaults, and other events that negatively impact the Austin economy. Now you'll hear from two local Austinites. Leslie Hay is an employee at Austin Freenet, which is a local nonprofit committed to closing the digital divide here in the city, as well as Nikita Prasad, who was born and raised in Austin and is a current senior at UT Austin.
We have pockets of the community that don't have, access to information that other pockets of the community have, and don't have access to resources, via the internet that other communities, have. The city of Austin just did a study, I think like maybe 3 years ago. I should know. They work down the hall, but they did a digital inclusion study, and they found that like 55,000 of the households in the Austin urban area are not connected. Lower income households where you have children, and in the school system, they're embracing technology in the classrooms, and then when that child goes home, they don't have access at home.
Right.
Or the only way they can get access is to spend time at McDonald's or Starbucks to get access to their homework.
Right.
So there's still a lot to be done. The tech industry has been here for a while, and it doesn't make sense that, from a public standpoint, we have all these tech companies and we're still behind. As far as, your citizens, there's a population of citizens that still don't have access.
Yes.
And so, I know that, of course, the city is, grappling with that, and they've done things over the years, whether it be, on the level as far as like public libraries, making sure that they have, there's access in the libraries, computers in the libraries. As I said, we were kind of involved in that from the beginning. And then also, Wi-Fi zones, making sure that was, established so that people can
Get connected.
Right. So
awesome.
They come in because they're trying to get that job at HEB or that job at UT, and I have no clue about what Google is or how to, use how to use the internet. I may know how to use a computer a little bit, but I really don't know how to, strategically use, online employment sites. And so we help, people with that as well.
Area that I used to live in, or still live in, used to be very, very small, used to be considered central Austin, but because all of these like big tech companies came in and created their hubs here, that area has totally grown. it's completely transformed in like the 20 years that I've been here. I mean, my sister is 11 years old and she's learning how to do coding, which is not something that I saw when I was in middle school, like when I was in 6th grade. So having all these tech companies here and, you know, doing sponsorships and like little internship or camps with kids, you know, it creates this kind of exposure that wasn't there, you know, 15 years ago. So one bad thing that I have seen is that I went to a magnet high school and middle school, and they were located in East Austin. So very underprivileged areas, not a lot of money there. So when you looked at our school district and our schools versus schools like Westlake or Anderson High, which are all like West Austin, very wealthy Austin, the kind of technology that you see kids have access to is like starkly different. You see Westlake kids getting, you know, iPads and, you know, really nice Mac labs and things like that in their schools for everyone to use, but then you go to my high school and they're just like PCs and stuff that were used in like 2010.
We hope that these 2 interviews were greatly effective in highlighting the impact that technology has had on the city of Austin. The quality of life in the city has greatly improved over these past few years, and recently, Austin has been named as the #1 city in the United States for young families. However, the technological infrastructure in East Austin greatly differs from the rest of the city. And there are about 55,000 households in the city that do not have access to basic internet connection, which hampers their ability to apply for jobs and do basic functions that we take for granted today. By improving the technological infrastructure, we provide these families with the right financial and educational opportunities that also help the overall economy of this beautiful city. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for your time.
Oh, so cute.
Done?
That